Have you ever dreamt about taking a cruise on one of them fancy boats, soaking up the beauty and the magic just to free your soul? It's floating on the ocean, just a notion that seems out of reach. One thing on your bucket list is just to go and see the beach. You wanna see the world, but something always holds you back. You got that itching feeling, but your dreams got hijacked. There's lots of people out there that never get to cruise, but Helping Hands is helping making dreams come true.
Helping Hands for cruising, cruising. Helping Hands for cruising, cruising. Helping Hands for cruising, making your dream a reality.
You know you gotta do the things you've only dreamed about. Don't let anything stop you thinking you can't go all out. You can do the things you never thought were possible with Helping Hands to help you get there. Even oceans are no obstacle. You wanna see the world, but something always holds you back. You got that itching feeling, but your dreams got hijacked. There's lots of people out there that never get to cruise, but Helping Hands is helping making dreams come true.
Helping Hands for cruising, cruising. Helping Hands for cruising, cruising. Helping Hands for cruising, making your dream a reality.
So if you ever dreamed about taking a cruise in one of them big old boats, soaking up that sun, feel that breeze, yeah, there is still hope. Don't let the ocean be a notion that is out of reach. Let's get together, help each other, and go see the sea. You wanna see the world, but something always holds you back. You've got that itching feeling, but your dreams got hijacked. There's lots of people out there that never get to cruise, but Helping Hands is helping making dreams come true.
Helping Hands for cruising, cruising. Helping Hands for cruising, cruising. Helping Hands for cruising, making your dream a reality. Helping Hands for cruising, cruising. Helping Hands for cruising, cruising. Helping Hands for cruising, making your dream a reality.
I can't get no satisfaction, 'cause I try, and I try, and I try, and I try. I can't get no, I can't get no. When I'm driving in my car, and a man comes on the radio, he's telling me more and more about something.
Well, g'day, folks. In case you hadn't noticed, that was the most awesomest piece of music that I've heard from a lady called Roxanne, our fourth recipient, and boy, was she having fun. She got back this week, and I've had pictures come forward, and I figured I would just let you guys have a look at some of the fun that young Roxie has been having, and you can bet your bottom dollar that she's a changed woman. Let me tell you, all the people that were on the Rock and Roll Tribute Cruise came back and went, that Roxie is off the planet. So there she goes. You can just see, having fun. And in the background here, we've got V, and we've got Gaz, who accompanied Roxie on her cruise. And I can tell you what, look at that. My head's in the way. There you go. There's the cheek pinch. Only V can give a cheek pinch like that. So there you go. First of all, welcome aboard, Joe. Nice to have you on board, buddy. Hey, all, it's finally good to put a name to the face of Roxie. There you go. Well, right behind my head is Roxie. We've got another comment from Joe saying, please hit that thumbs up button upon entering the live. Folks, it helps the algorithm. Thank you very much. That was most appreciative. No, it was not the Rock and Roll Tribute Cruise. It was the Put a Lime in It cruise, and that was, I didn't say it was rock and roll, did I? But let me say, Roxie was having a good rock and rolling time on the Put a Lime in It. So she did have an absolute ball there, and we've got some exciting stuff happening with regard to Roxie coming up on the weekend. You never know, you might just see her in. I did I? Well, thank you for that, Joe. Thank you for keeping me straight, buddy. It's been one of those days. I don't always get to see the big smiles of recipients coming off a cruise, but you know what? stranger things could happen. Anyway, I was talking with Michael Ann, and I was talking with V as well. And I still have to talk to Amy about the cruise. I did to have a chat with Amy midway through the cruise about Roxie and her enjoying herself, and everybody was saying exactly the same thing. Man, you could not keep her under wraps. She was just letting fly, and that's awesome. The more excited you are, the more you enjoy. And I'll tell you now, Roxie was actually doing things while others were doing other things, other activities on board the ship. In actual fact, she got a personal audience with Philippe. You know, Philippe. Philippe was is the cruise director on board that ship. She was having an amazing time with him. And can't wait to actually get to have a good old chat with them later on. Joe is saying, I can imagine Roxie seems like a lively lady. Man, yup, she is lively. She does amazing things and has had an absolute ball from what I understand. In actual fact, she was chasing Gary around the ship. Gary was in his wheelchair. She was following him and getting things sorted and having fun and doing all sorts of things. Well, you know what? It only leads to the future. We're only going to have some great things. Well, we're coming to the end of October. November's coming up soon, and very shortly, this weekend, Joe, we're having a 4-day weekend, mate. You know what's up on Tuesday next week. You tell me, Joe. Tell me if you know what's happening this coming Tuesday. So today, 1 week. What do we have on? Okay, so this was our third cruise with our fourth recipient. Now we've got 2 more cruises coming up. I'll show you the intros to those shortly. You said it, mate. It's the bloody Melbourne Cup Day. That's Tuesday. Yes, when the nation stops for a horse race. The city of Melbourne closes down. We have a public holiday so that everybody can go down to Flemington Racetrack, which is the main racetrack here in Melbourne, and millions of dollars are spent on horses. Quite frankly, the only reason why I would go to the Melbourne Cup is if I was working there. There's nowhere known you would catch me there. You lucky bastards. Yep, that we are. Cup Day. We do have Oaks Day on Thursday of next week, but there we go. You know what? To me, it's just a horse race. Joe says he's going to be listening. He's going to be more likely listening to the race on the radio. Let me say, from my point of view, to be quite honest, hey, I couldn't give a damn. It's a snooze time for me or whatever. My favorite statement is, so did your horse win? Because quite frankly, I'm not enamored with the horse race. To me, I feel sorry for the horses. If a horse was running around the track on his own, having a load of fun, that would be one thing. But the fact that they actually put a jockey on board, and that jockey in some cases beats the living daylights out of the poor horse, I feel sorry for the horse. So, yep, horse racing's not my bag. Joe is saying it's not his bag either, and that, he's still running. Yeah, mine in 1987 was still running. Well, the only reason why I ever bet on the horse races was because it was in the work sweepstakes. At my work, I know the boss, and my boss doesn't care for the horse race, so we won't be having a sweepstake. Yeah, the boss is me. So there we go. Anyway, Roxie fulfilled all the requirements. Roxie climbed in every activity that was going on board the ship. She was smiling from ear to ear, apparently. When she got home, I got a message from her. She was saying that now she needs a vacation from the vacation. So there you go. Get on board a cruise ship and you'll be having a vacation afterwards. Having said that, there are some people right now that are going on a cruise called the Booze Cruise, as in BOOS, as in it's Halloween. So one of those people, two of those people is Scott from Controversial Cruising and also Ross from Orange Cone Vlogs. They are both on board the Booze Cruise, as well as a whole host of other people. And we wish them, they went out yesterday, and so we wish them a great cruise and hope they come back having had lots and lots of fun and merriment. What can we say? It is fun. Cruising is fun. It's awesome. We've got the ships coming into Melbourne now. So some of the ships are the Celebrity Edge is coming to Sydney. So down under now, cruising has started. So we're really looking forward to what the new year will bring. I will say that if we do win the lottery, we're going to be going on this next cruise. This cruise is an awesome one, and it's going to happen in like a little over 228 days.
Have you been dreaming of an Alaskan cruise? Or maybe you've taken one before and you just can't wait to go again. If so, the Helping Hands for Cruising Group Cruise is just the cruise for you. June 15th through June 22nd, 2025, you will set sail on the magnificent Norwegian Encore. This amazing group cruise will take you to Juneau, Skagway, a majestic cruise through Glacier Bay, Ketchikan, a stop in Victoria, British Columbia before arriving back in Seattle. Contact Bruce at ocean2oceantravel.com today to find out how you can be a part of this fantastic group cruise to Alaska. This is one you definitely don't want to miss.
Yeah, that's right. It's one we don't want to miss, particularly considering Alaska is a bucket list for us. May not be a bucket list for those of you that are across the pond, but for us it is a bucket list purely because we got to travel so freaking far to get there. And yeah, it's going to be a great cruise. Now, let me say, Amy's put a line in at this particular cruise. Was 2 years since the original Helping Hands for Cruising group cruise, which was done on the Carnival Horizon. So this particular cruise that Roxie just did was kind of like an auspicious occasion because it was 2 years since the original. The next one coming up, that is Bruce's cruise that's going to come up. We're finalizing on a recipient for that cruise. Once we've finalized that recipient, they will be checking out Alaska and having an awesome time. The cruise after that will be the Rock and Roll Tribute Cruise. And with the Rock and Roll Tribute, we've got a bucket load of people coming on board that one. Some people close to my heart. Some people that I cannot wait to throw my arms around their neck and say g'day. Yeah, it's going to be fun. So we will look at playing that video a little bit later on. But right now, Ross is busy experiencing Carnival for the first time. He's also experiencing it without Donna. So Donna's having a really great time. She's enjoying the kids at work because she's a childcare educator. So she's going to have a lot of fun with the kids. I mean that in a good way, guys. Don't take yourselves to the gutter already. I mean, I'm being honest here. She's a very responsible lady in her workplace. So what else? Not only do we have Melbourne Cup coming up this next week, but we also have a board meeting happening on Saturday. So the Helping Hands for Cruising board will be meeting and we'll be finalizing a few things. We'll be getting some things in place and hopefully all the things we want to get in place will come good, and we'll be hearing more and more about it. We also will be getting some more videos up. All the good things we'll be getting on into the Helping Hands for Cruising YouTube channel. Folks, please do get involved. Check out the helpinghandsforcruising.org website. Make sure that you are familiar with it. It will take you to the various cruises that we've got on board. So please make sure you tap into the website, because that's where you're going to get a lot of your info. And yes, we're ensuring that everything on the Helping Hands for Cruising.org, Helping Hands, the number 4, cruising.org website stays up to date and keeps everybody on the go. So that's what we want. That's what we're having. And woohoo! Hopefully everything is going to be working according to plan. So what more can I say? It's about time I brought up this one, because if I don't, I'm going to get whipped and lashed and all that sort of stuff. So let me bring this up. Fortunately, it doesn't cost us any money. But in 395 days, so we're sub 400, 395 days, this cruise is going to be happening. Yes, that's going to be one hell of a cruise. We're certainly going to enjoy it. Joe, whilst we might be the only ones that are up at the moment, people will come in and they will watch on the replay. purely because they are still in bed, as you say, and they're out fun having they're out cruising, having fun. Oh my gosh, it's that time of the week. Look, let me put this to you as well. I believe that the UK and possibly the US have gone out of daylight saving. So they lose an extra hour, I believe, but I have to just make sure. Just have to make sure. I know for a fact that the UK, Europe, has gone out of daylight saving. So I found that out the other day. So, yeah. Let me see. 2 a.m. in Las Vegas. Miami is 5:20, which means that in the middle we've got Atlanta, which is sitting on 5:20. Chicago's gone to 4:20 a.m. So they're still in the land of the nod, but they will come out and they will watch the replay and things will be fun. Salt Lake City's at 3:21. Dallas is at 4:21. Toronto's at 5:21 a.m. Vancouver is 2:21. LA is the same time frame, so 2:21. Johannesburg is at 11:21, so there you go. And Brizzy is at 19:21. That was a good year, 1921. Adelaide is on 19:51, so there you go. So that's what's happening, and I think you'll find London currently at 9:21 a.m. So, yeah, lots of good stuff happening out there. People are just enjoying themselves. Weather-wise, we're currently sitting on 15 degrees C, feels like 12, with 74% humidity. Let me see. Tomorrow being hump day, we're expecting a top of 20. Believe we had a top of 19 today, but I got a funny feeling it was a bit warmer than that. So tomorrow will be 20. With a low overnight of 11. Then on Thursday, we've got 18 with 21% humidity and 11 degrees as an overnight. And then Friday, 17 degrees. So we're cooling down for the weekend. But Saturday pumps up to being 25 degrees with an 8-degree overnighter. That's freaking freezing. For Cup Day, we're expecting 20 degrees. Pretty much the same as tomorrow. So there you go. Well, folks, what can I say? It's going to be awesome. We have a couple of guests coming up on Friday night, Roxie and a couple of others. I'm going to just keep quiet there, let you guess who the others are. And we're going to have an absolutely fantastic time having a chat with them and letting them and finding out about the cruise, how Roxie enjoyed herself, whether or not she's hooked on cruising and figures out a way to join us on others. But you know what? The good news is we've given her an eye-opener. We are looking for other recipients out there, and we're definitely looking for ways we're definitely looking for ways to be able to get more people on board a cruise ship. So there you go. Joe is saying he believes one may be view. Well, you know what? If they come up, they come up. What can I say? If they want to go into the chat, they'll go into the chat. But the good news is, folks, that we've got these cruises coming up. We are looking at, as soon as I can get a hold of my accountant, we're going to get some things happening with getting the Helping Hands for Cruising Australia side of things acting as a non-profit, which will be great because then we'll be able to receive tax deductible donations. On the Australian side of things, we are currently able to accept those in the US, but we just have to wait and see what's happening as far as the Australian side of things is. We are looking at getting the Canadian side of things up. And once Canada, Australia, and the US are up, we will then look at the UK and possibly New Zealand and a couple of other places, so long as we all follow the rules. So we need to get all the rules up and running and so forth. Anyway, I will be able to give you more details after Saturday's meeting because once the board meets, then things will be put into place. We are looking forward to that, and also we'll be doing a what do you call it? A debrief on how the Put a Lime in It cruise went, so that we don't repeat the same mistakes for the Alaska cruise and also for the rock and roll. So a couple of things happening out there. Anyway, folks, I'm going to call it quits. I'm going to take my time, and actually I need an early night. So I'm going to have an early night, call it quits, and we shall catch you tomorrow. The Down Under cruises will be up tomorrow night. And hopefully we will be having some good chat, some good fun, and we'll be talking about what's going on down under with cruising. And also a couple of other little nitty-gritties in place. So we'll let you know about that. In the meantime, folks, I'm going to wish you all a great night, great morning, and please, lots of fun. Enjoy yourselves. Have some fun on the cruise, and we shall definitely catch you guys later.
Have you ever dreamt about taking a cruise on one of them fancy boats, soaking up the beauty and the magic just to free your soul? It's floating on the ocean, just a notion that seems out of reach. One thing on your bucket list is just to go and see the beach. You wanna see the world, but something always holds you back. You got that itching feeling, but your dreams got hijacked. There's lots of people out there that never get to cruise, but Helping Hands is helping making dreams come true.
Helping Hands for cruising, cruising. Helping Hands for cruising, cruising. Helping Hands for cruising, making your dream a reality.
You know you gotta do the things you've only dreamed about. Don't let anything stop you thinking you can't go all out. You can do the things you never thought were possible with Helping Hands to help you get there. Even oceans are no obstacle. You wanna see the world, but something always holds you back. You got that itching feeling, but your dreams got hijacked. There's lots of people out there that never get to cruise, but Helping Hands is helping making dreams come true.
Helping Hands for cruising, cruising. Helping Hands for cruising, cruising. Helping Hands for cruising, making your dream a reality.
So if you ever dreamed about taking a cruise in one of them big old boats, soaking up that sun, feel that breeze, yeah, there is still hope. Don't let the ocean be a notion that is out of reach. Let's get together, help each other, and go see the sea. You wanna see the world, but something always holds you back. You've got that itching feeling, but your dreams got hijacked. There's lots of people out there that never get to cruise, but Helping Hands is helping making dreams come true.